Hi, everybody. Welcome. We are on the campus of Coastal Alabama North, Pruden, Alabama Assembly Hall. And it is a day filled with volleyball. We're here for two of the three. And the first of the three, as that one is slapped out of bounds by St. Amant, is Meridian College taking on Coastal Alabama North. And then in between, Southern Union's got Meridian. And then later on, it will be North taking on Southern Union. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. As the opening Coyote point has got Kate Ball back to serve. We will take a look at those lineups here in just a moment for both. As this one is sent over by Paul. Paul, the number 5 leader in the ACCC in service aces. And, of course, Coastal Alabama North is the number 1 team in the conference as far as aces from a team as a whole. Meridian College putting Madeline Parker, Autumn Gillen, Riley Pate, Clara Lott, Kaylin Jones, Taylor Hamilton, and the libero Lily Pate on the floor. Meanwhile, for Coastal North, you've got Lydia Miller, Morgan Dykes, Riley Edwards, Reese St. Amant, Julie Beauchelle, and Haley Briggs on the floor with the libero Kate Ball. And it is interesting that Ella Sprouse is not starting. I don't know if that has anything at all to do with that ankle that she twisted about a week and a half ago. Or if it's just in a non-conference game, just making sure everything is fine where Sprouse is concerned. She's dressed out, which is an indication that she will play. Popped over by Ball. The libero Pate. Two-handed shove across by the other Pate. You got a pair of Pates. You got Lily and you've got Riley. And this one tied up at 3. Meridian College, their lone win of the year came against an ACCC team. Well, now I guess they are reversing. And it is a North point with Reese St. Amant serving. First touch by Aaliyah McCollum. And that'll go into the net from Pate. But that lone Meridian win came against Bevel State. And Region 23, which is the Mississippi region, also includes some Louisiana teams. Rather small, as that'll be outside of the antenna trying to bump it over is Shannon Perryman. And Reese St. Amant will serve again, and now, yeah, they have readjusted the scoreboard. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, I can really discombobulate scoreboards, but so it never was 3-3. And thus it is a 6-2 game with a Reese St. Amant serve. Over to Pate, and Pate drives it into the net. And that'll prompt a Meridian College timeout. We are back to Bruton in 30.
It's the dreaded appointment. You've put it off long enough. You've run out of excuses. And now you've got to face your fears head on. Fortunately, there's someone there who won't hold your feelings against you. Somebody whose efforts instead will give you your best selfie smile. You'll thank her when it's over. Be somebody. Enroll in the Dental Assisting Program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Meridian College with a early 2-1 lead. And the Coyotes knotted it up to 2, and since then 5 straight. And all behind the serving of Reese St. Amant, who 27 times has served up aces. Lott first touch over to Pate. Off the net, picked up by Ball, over to Briggs. The libero in the backcourt, Pate, back set. Perryman into the net. And the Coyotes have reeled off 6 in a row. It'll be interesting later on this afternoon for Southern Union and Coastal North to meet, because those are two teams that are currently 3 in their divisions. Southern Union 3 in the north, and North 3 in the south. Briggs with the kill. And the Coyotes build a 9-2 lead. And it has all been while Reese St. Amant serves. Coastal North trying to improve that home record at the end of today to 14-2. And then they're done for here. After today, not playing in Bruton again this season. Pate aiming for the corner and goes a little bit long. Everything from here on out for Coastal North is a road game after you get through the 2 games today. And some big road games. They've got LBW, they've got Bishop State. Over to Kaylin Jones. Briggs bumping it to Edwards, shoves into the backcourt, and just over Lily Pate, and just in front of Clara Lott. And that run of Coyote points extends to 9. St. Amant serving it over. Set by Pate. It is lobbed over by Jones. Bochelle to Edwards, drives it, picked up by Leonard. And then it'll go the wrong way off of Pate. Unable to track it down was Perryman. And the string of unanswered points for the Coyotes has gone to 10 straight. And it is a 12-2 Coyote lead. Leonard setting up Perryman, drives it over, and I think Perryman, apparently it was a Coyote that got into the net. Dalen Williamson checking into the lineup for the Coyotes. That will snap a string of 10 straight and put Riley Pate behind the service line. Freshman with 6 aces, and that's an error. Lead goes back to 10. Melina Canero checking into the lineup to serve. Also onto the floor, Jolie Palmer. Edwards and Bochelle coming out. Served up by Canero. Got the pack set. Little just over by Williamson. Picked up by Perryman. Briggs trying to save it. Could not, and the Eagles pick up their 4th point. And we'll hand the serve over to Lily Pate, who is a freshman as well. I do not know if Lily and Riley are kin. They don't look the same. That doesn't mean anything. They're both freshmen. And Lily Pate will serve again. 69 aces this year, as that is into the net by Pate. And Meridian College with a negative hitting percentage. Negative .003. Which means more errors than kills on the attacks. Into the backcourt, picked up by Briggs. Jammed over by Williamson. Pate able to get to it. Free ball sent across by Perryman. Over it goes to Miller. She'll drive. Another nice dig by Pate. Williamson says, take this one on. It is blocked too. Gillen with a block. Well, we talk about the Coyotes bringing their firepower, and Meridian College responding. Into the lineup is Aaliyah McCollum to serve. 2 aces on the year for McCullen. There are only 2 Eagles who don't have an ace. Parker and Denton. Canero able to pick it up. Miller. It is blocked by Gillen. Back over to Gillen. And a reach and tip it over. Canero got there but goes out of bounds with it. And McMullen will serve. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Eagles who are hitting in the negative range as Williamson will hand the 15th point to Coastal North. Morgan Dykes checking into the game and serving. Well, again, anything that I've got for you right now on Ella Sprouse is speculation. She's dressed out. That's a good sign. I would think that the ankle is good enough to play with her dressed out. St. Amant delivering. I got a feeling it's primarily just a precautionary thing. Eagles 1-18. It's a non-conference game, has absolutely no bearing on postseason. And that will head this direction and long. And extend the Coyote lead back to 10 to double digits. And instead of playing her 2 matches today, or how many ever sets, then you give her a little bit of a break. Into the lineup to serve is Clara Lott. 7 aces on the year for Lott. She's a .333 hitter. Bumped over to St. Amant, drives it into the corner and drives it off of Pate. And the Coyotes with an 18-8 lead. Well, I'm here for this one. Charlie Scruggs here for the 3 o'clock game. I've got a Bayside Cottage Hill football game that actually I was going to try to do all 3. 2 volleyball and the 1 football, as that is off Miller and out of bounds. And about 2 or 3 days ago, looked at MapQuest and realized that might be tough to get the 3 o'clock game in and make the football game in Daphne. So Charlie will be here for the 3 o'clock matchup between the Bison and Coyotes. Timeout on the floor. Coyotes by 9.
It happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the EMT program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Commanding Coyote lead as we come out of the timeout. Coyotes needing 7 to wrap up the opening set. And Meridian College needing 16. Autumn Gillen serving, leads the team in aces with 13. Floats it over to St. Amant. Bochelle. And into the net was Kayla Jones. And again, the Coyotes extending that lead to double digits with Kate Ball serving. Floats it right in front of the in line, and Lott not able to get situated for the pass. And the Coyotes with a 20-9 lead. Coyotes trying to go to 13-2 after this one at home. This is only the second Friday that Coastal North has played. And on that other Friday, they played a couple of sets, actually a couple of matches, as that'll be dropped in by Parker against another Mississippi team, Northeast Mississippi, and won them both. Alyssa Leonard will serve. She's got a couple of aces this year. That lone Meridian College win came in a 5-set match against Bevel St. Briggs, a little tip over. Picked up off the net by Perryman. And it's Pate launching it into the backcourt off the roof. Dykes plays it. St. Amant with a free ball. Over it goes to Pate, aiming for the corner, but goes wide. And the Coyotes 3 away from wrapping up the opening set. Taylor Williamson coming back into the game. My apologies for leaving off the O-N. I am a Williamson, so I feel your pain with folks leaving off the O in the end. Reese St. Amant to serve. I don't think the Pace Williamsons and the originally Crestview, Florida Williamsons are kin, though. Into the backcourt. Over goes to Briggs. Nice block by Jones. St. Amant recovers. Back over it goes to Meridian. Perryman driving it from the left side. Bumped over to Edwards. Fists it into the corner. Pate able to get to it. Riley Pate with the tip, but tipped it out of bounds. And the Coyotes at set point. Reese St. Amant, who was serving during that 10-point run, serves into the net. If you are the Eagles, you are back definitely against the wall. Can't make a mistake. Can't have a service error. Can't have anything go out of bounds. Or you are headed into set 2 down by 1. McMullen checking in, Riley Pate serving. Ball there first, over it goes to Briggs, aims for the inline off of Pate, and the opening set is a 25-11 Coyote win. So your day packed with volleyball here at Assembly Hall on the campus of Coastal Alabama North officially underway as the Coyotes take the opening set 25-11.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Coyotes win their 58th set of the year, a 25-11 win over Meridian College, taking a 1-0 lead. This kicks off a lot of sports this weekend at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Coyotes North and the Bison of Southern Union. Meanwhile, if you want more volleyball, tomorrow you've got Coastal South and Northwest Mississippi in a 1 o'clock showdown. Between now and then, football tonight. Bayside Academy taking on Cotton Shield, big conference game. Heck, we got some baseball this weekend too. ABC Fall League at Wicksburg High School, Wicksburg, Alabama, Saturday and Sunday. And also Saturday and Sunday fall baseball in Louisiana, Hammond, Louisiana, and southeastern Louisiana. More volleyball coming up on Tuesday. Enterprise State traveling to Bay Minette to take on Coastal South. And then to wrap up what's happening within the next week, a week from today. Another Bayside Academy game, this time on the road to Excel, with coverage starting at 7 o'clock. And that's all that's coming up this week here on JockJive. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Man, we want more numbers. We just are plumb tickled pink when folks sign up. And yeah, I realize we're never completely happy. Here's the ultimate goal. This is what would make us completely happy. At least we think so at the moment. If we ever hit 1 million, then we'd probably want 2 million. But, if we never get 1 million, I know that's a firm piece off. Couple of swats by St. Amant as we get set number 2 underway. Ball picking up in the backcourt. Over it goes to Kylene Walker, who has checked into the game and gets a kill. Walker's first playing time. So you've got Walker, Palmer. You do have Ella Sprouse, so good to see her on the floor. Just kind of still working on rehabbing that ankle, so not playing her all the time. Palmer into the net. You got St. Amant, you got Ball on the floor for set number 2 for the Coyotes. Meanwhile, for Meridian, Gillen, Hamilton, Pate Jones, Parker, and Lott currently on the floor to begin set number 2. Reese St. Amant trying to tip it over, couldn't quite use that English, that body language, trying to push it over, couldn't. And we're right here in set 2 where we were in set 1 and 2-1 Meridian College, and this is where the Coyotes went on that 10-0 run. They did it behind the serving of St. Amant. This is Kylene Walker serving. And Walker will deliver with a service error. So the serve back over to the Eagles. Into the game to do the honors is Alyssa Leonard. Meridian College 0-6 on the opponent's home floor. And just in the event you're wondering how they fare on Fridays, 0-2. Four and 2 Meridian College lead. That will match their largest of the match. Had a 2-0 lead, I believe, in the opening set. No, it was 2-1. So that is their biggest lead of the match. And that'll drop in front of the end line and turn into an ace for Alyssa Leonard. And the Eagles grabbing a 3-point lead, and that definitely is their best thus far. Leonard with a couple of aces this year coming in. Served up another there. And wow, she does it again. That's twice. Ball thought that would go long and it dropped in. And Leonard, this service rotation has matched the number of aces she had had in 19 previous games. Into the backcourt to Walker. Bochelle bumps it over to Sprouse. Sprouse will go out. And Meridian College jumps out into a 7-2 lead. And obviously down by 1-0. Meridian hoping for at least 4 sets. That one is long. Their lone victory of the year, that win over Bevel State, came in a 5-set match. Serve back over to Coastal North. Reese St. Amant nibbled the top of the net. She delivers with an ace of her own. As a team, Coastal North 225 aces on the year. St. Amant, Lott got there first. And going long is Pate. And the Coyotes draw to within 2. They've erased 3 from that lead. Over to Lott. Perryman extending the lead back to 3, putting the serve back onto the Eagle side of the floor. Back to serve is Riley Pate. Into the lineup is McCullum. Pate to Walker, bumps it over to Bochelle. Sprouse flicking it over. Leonard is there. Over it goes to McCullum. Bochelle shoves it to Sprouse, tips it into the backcourt. Pate there. Back set. Perryman with a drive. Bochelle able to get there. Palmer. Over to Pate. Leonard. Setting up Jones. She'll drive it. Back over to Palmer. Fires into the backcourt. Leonard shoving it to the front line, and then trying to fist it over was McCullum. Brings into the game. Bochelle coming out. Melina Canero checking in to serve for Coastal North. 27 aces for Canero. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Coyotes in double digits in aces. Canero back set, Briggs launches it over. Pate there. Leonard with a bump. Over to McMullen. Feeding to Sprouse, and Sprouse saved by Leonard. And McMullen trying to bring it inside the antenna. Cannot. It's a 1-point game. Canero again on the serve. Sophomore, a lot of playing time last year as a freshman. McMullen a little too strong with the first pass. And we are tied up at 8. Canero again on the serve. And she'll serve into the net. Returning from a year ago for North. Kate Ball, Kylie Walker, Riley Edwards, Reese St. Amant, Julie Bochelle, and Melina Canero. Served up by Pate. Over to Briggs. The illegal block turns it into a 9-9 game. And Ella Sprouse will serve for the first time today. Did not play in the opening set. Launches it over. Wow, what a nice job by Leonard. She was backtracking, able to tip it over. Leonard bumping it to Perryman. Blocked right back. That is Savannah Creamer who has checked into the game. Off Creamer and Melina Canero. And Meridian College with a 1-point lead. Well, I think the only Coyote we haven't seen yet might be Abby Matthews, and I definitely think we will see her. She's gotten some quality minutes here of late. Smashed over by Briggs. Savannah Creamer has appeared in 26 sets and 17 matches. And as a matter of fact, Abby Matthews on the floor now. She's the one that serves, so yeah. And now we've got an injury. Got an Eagle that came down awkwardly on an ankle. While they tend to be injured Eagle, we take a break.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Being a patient can make you feel helpless and vulnerable and scared. You're dependent on others to get well. Your care is in someone else's hands. Someone who, up until today, might have been a stranger, but somehow they know how you're feeling. Somebody who sees you as more than just a patient. Be somebody. Enroll in the nursing program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Well, the injured Eagle, Autumn Gilland, who was aided to the sidelines, in pain, in tears, and currently being examined. Looked like it was an ankle, maybe a right ankle injury to Gilland. Well, let's hope that is one of those situations where you pop it over, it burns, it feels like the ankle's about to pop off, and you take a few steps and you feel substantially better. At the moment, though, it doesn't look that way. Typically, those kind of injuries, you are recovering within 60 seconds or so. And Gillen on the sidelines, and they're taking off the shoe, the sock, any wrappings, and checking on that ankle of Gillen. So we will wish her the best as Taylor Denton comes onto the floor for Meridian College. Replacing Gillen. It is not a particularly deep bench for Meridian College. I see 4 more. So it's not the smallest bench, but obviously not the deepest either. Look over to Coastal North, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the bench. So about half that for the Eagles. And with Gillen, you're removing their ace leader, an 068 hitter who has 36 kills on the year. So we will hope for the best for Gillen and that she's back on the floor shortly. Well, Meridian College coming out of the injury timeout, delivering with an ace, Clara Lott. And the Eagles will go to 2 in the lead. Over to Walker. Cadero. Back over to Walker. Into the backcourt. Picked up by Hamilton. Over it goes to Denton. Free ball sent to Ball. Setting on the mid part of the floor. Smashed over by Reese St. Amant. We have a tendency to be a magnet for volleyballs here in the corner. We were here on, what was it, Wednesday? And I think incoming hit a total of 3, 2 camera shots and a microphone shot. That one kind of got a piece of both. Sprouse in the backcourt, over it goes to Palmer, gets it inside the antenna to Pate. Fisted over by Parker, and that will drop in. Serve back over to the Eagles. And serving is Taylor Denton. Denton is one of 2 Eagles without an ace this year. Denton has played in 11 sets, 8 matches. Into the backcourt to Sprouse. He'll flick over by St. Amant. Bumped over to Pate, drives it from the left side. Wow, what a play by Ball. Did the pancake. And able to sneak it over. A 1-point game with Kylie Walker serving. Walker's been in 12 matches, 5 sets, and it's knotted up at 13. Walker again with the serve. Sophomore outside hitter. Payne got there, ball underneath. Over goes to Sprouse, and let's see what the whistle is about. Net violation charge to Meridian. And Coastal taking a 1-point lead. Kylie Walker with the serve, and that will go into the net. It has been a nip and tuck second. Biggest Coyote lead has been 1. Biggest Eagle lead has been 3. Leonard, who had 2 aces coming in and had 2 aces the last time she served. Delivering to Sprouse. Middle of the floor, St. Amant in front of the inline. Reese St. Amant will serve for the Coyotes. Winners of 2 in a row, trying to make it 3 straight. Leonard popping it over to Jones. And Jones will send it into the net. Reese St. Amant with a serve. In 3-set matches, and she got a good looking shot, but it apparently nibbled the antenna on its way down from Jones. 3-set matches, Coyotes are 11-2. They take their biggest lead in the set and prompt a Eagle timeout.
Happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store, and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the paramedic program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Coyotes winning the opening set by 14, but a 3-point lead here in set number 2. Hey, again, a reminder, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and when you do, you've got access to a lot of other stuff, not just games, conversations, interviews. Got an interview with Stephen Dickey. And also you might want to check out as Jones delivers with a kill. The JUCO rush, all about junior college football. And I know Alabama doesn't have a JUCO football team. It haven't had since the 80s. But there is some great football at the junior college level across the nation. And we'll talk about it. Jones shoving it over. St. Amant able to dig it out. Jones with a free ball reaching over McMullen. Into the backcourt to Payne. Got the back set and the free ball sent across by Perryman. Setting on the mid part of the floor. And that is Matthews, who will pick up her first kill and turn it into an 18-15 game. Melina Cadero serving. That goes a little bit sideways on Pate, but Leonard able to pick it up. Driven over by Perryman. And the Eagles keep it close. 16 serving 18. Lily Pate with 10 aces on the year. One of 3 Eagles in double digits in the service ace department. Sprouse first touch. Briggs will send it across. Leonard with a set to McMullen. Fires into the corner. St. Amant is there. Cadero, two-handed shove over. Lott able to get there. Leonard with a back set. Perryman going long. And the Coyotes by 3. Ella Sprouse serving. For the ACCC, it's a trip to Sand Mountain that is in your sights, at least initially. Of course, eventually you want to be playing in the Nationals. But the conference tournament this year in Albertville, Alabama at Sand Mountain. And we'll be there for the coverage, which is not very far away, about 3 weeks. First weekend in November. And by the way, believe it or not, basketball is just around the pin. McMullen with the serve. Cadero, a little too strong with a bump, but somehow, no, she did not. I thought for a moment that Walker had got it inside the antenna. But goes outside and turns it into a 1-point game. Aaliyah McMullen with the serve. Shoved into the corner, and there is Abby Matthews. Pushing that lead out to 2, and Matthews will serve. I mentioned Abby Matthews. She's really begun to shine after the injury took Ella Sprouse off the floor. Got more minutes and playing some good volleyball as Payne able to dig out the Walker kill attempt. St. Amant, and that will drop and roll over towards the wall and turn things into a 3-point game. Abby Matthews again serving. Matthews with 13 aces this year. A .239 hitter as a freshman. Payne able to get it over. Briggs able to get underneath. Reese St. Amant. Off Pate and then Pate. Over to McMullen. Yep, got a couple of Pates. Riley and Lilly. And the Coyotes 3 away from wrapping up set number 2. It has been a lengthy, time-wise set. Of course, part of the time due to the injury to Autumn Gilland, and it looks like she may be out for the rest of the match. Got ice on the ankle. Reese St. Amant hammers it over, and Pate can return it. Taylor Denton back onto the floor for the Eagles. And back to serve as the number 1 server for Coastal North. And number 1 in the conference in just that, aces. 65th of the year. A timeout on the floor. We'll pause 2 on JockJive.
Preparing for surgery is like getting ready for the big game. You arrive early. You get your mind right. You make sure every tool is ready and the team has the right equipment. Your patient may never know your name. They may never realize that somebody cared enough to ensure all the little tasks were done right. But that's okay. You do. Be somebody. Enroll in the Surgical Technology program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
23-19 game as we head to the latter stages of set number 2. And if you're like, wait a minute, wasn't it 24-18 when we went into the timeout? You are correct. But a scoreboard adjustment. So the Coyotes are 2 away from wrapping up the set. Boschel serving it up, Payne underneath. McMullen with a back set. It is sent over by Parker. Walker diving, trying to get their lot, cannot. Now we are at set point. Julie Boschel, the number 1 server in the conference, nearly an ace a set. Payne two-handed shove across. Boschel first touch ball. Popping it over to Palmer. Palmer sending it over. Back over it goes to Payne. Reaches, tips it over Palmer. St. Amant able to get to it. That is Walker aiming for the inline, but goes long. So the Eagles will serve. And Taylor Denton, who came into the game with the injury to Autumn Gilland, serving in a 24-20 contest. Sprouse first touch over to St. Amant. And St. Amant with the kill. And there you got a picture back. I mentioned we're right in the line of fire. And that one literally wound up in my wheelhouse. Knocked out camera, but there we go. Got it back. And let's put that 25th point on. Was tending to the emergency at hand. And didn't get the point up, but do now. 25-11 and 25-20. A couple of Coastal North wins. And we are headed into set number 3 with the Coyotes hoping for the sweep and the Eagles hoping for set 4.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Discover culinary arts at Coastal Alabama Community College.
We head into set number 3 with the Coyotes, that commanding 2-0 lead. Let's see if I can hurriedly get you through what is coming up this weekend on JockJive. Yep, still got more volleyball today. Bison and Coyotes football tonight. Bayside and Cottage Hill tomorrow. Coastal South and Northwest Mississippi baseball over the weekend. And that's it in a nutshell as we get set number 3 underway. And the opening point in this one belonging to the Coyotes. I think that is a little different than the opening pair of sets, in which the opening point belonged to the Eagles. Moshel with the serve. Service error into the net. And it's a one-apiece game. Perryman launches it. Edwards on the receiving end. And that is Creamer into the lineup to kill. Creamer with 34 kills on the year coming in, playing in 17 matches and 26 sets. Delivering there, Morgan Dykes will serve. First touch lot, a little too strong. Back-to-back Creamer kills. And Dykes will serve again. Dykes tied for third on the team in aces, 19 total. Aims for Pate. Back over it goes to Pate from Hamilton. Eagles serving, Leonard checking in to do so. Alyssa Leonard, a couple of aces coming in, 2 aces earlier, 4 on the year. Southern Union is here. They play Meridian College next and play Coastal North at 3. That is blocked by Jones. And a tie game at 3. Coach Stephen Dickey using a lot of different personnel in this match. Creamer shoving it towards the inline. Lots there. Over to Pate. Sprouse able to get to it. Edwards from the right side drives it. Pate to Pate. And that's 4 hits on the opposite side of the floor. As a matter of fact, I think everybody dressed out today has played, maybe with the exception of Westbury, which you expect to get on the floor before the match is over. Generally speaking, and I'm talking about in those tightly contested, very important conference games, coach is going to go about 4, maybe 5 deep on that bench. Shoved over by Jones. Boschel got a hand on it. Edwards trying to shove it over to Sprouse, and Sprouse couldn't send it across. And we are knotted up at 4. But today he's gone 8 deep, and as I mentioned, won't be too surprised if he goes 9 deep on that bench. Riley Pate serving for the Eagles. and serves into the net. A must-win set for the Eagles, for the Coyotes. You win it and you sweep it. And you think about a 3 o'clock matchup with the Bison. And I realize that game is really not significant from a conference standing perspective. It's not significant as far as playing a role in you getting into the conference tournament. But that's a significant game for guys like me who are, wanting to get a feel for the North Division versus the South Division. Into the net with a serve from Pay. And currently in the North, Southern Union is 3. Calhoun 1. And the lone Calhoun loss in the North has been to Wallace-Hansville. Wallace-Hansville is 2, a half game back, and their lone loss to Snead State. Well, we said Westbury would probably get in the game soon, and she did, and kills immediately. Also Miller back into the game. Ella Sprouse will serve. And in the North, Southern Union 3, Snead State is 4. And then, of course, in the South, you've got Enterprise State with a half-game lead over LBW, then Coastal North, then Bishop State. And the two divisions similar from the perspective of the top of their conference. LBW and Enterprise State have split. Now Calhoun and Wallace-Hansville haven't split. They haven't played the second time yet. Williamson aiming for the corner. Lott got a hand on it, but then it's flipped out of bounds by Hamilton. And it becomes an 8-7 ball game with Kate Ball serving. And for the last 2 or 3 years, that's jammed over by Creamer. Last several years, the conference tournament has included more than a single conference. It has been, I think, Region 10 maybe at one point, or maybe in all of the previous 3 years. What a job by Creamer, in that she was up thinking Westbury was going to get the hit, actually came back down and was able to slap it over when Westbury didn't, and keep the volley alive. But this year the conference tournament features only ACCC teams. But I think there is a district before you go to nationals. Blocked out of bounds by Parker. And the Coyotes with a 2-point lead. Julie Moschel in to serve. Aims towards the opposite corner. There is Lott. Perryman shoving it over. Moschel able to get there first. Edwards drives it. Picked up off the floor by Creamer. Setting up Pate. Off the roof. And off the fingertips of Sprouse. And it's a 10-9 game. Edwards. That wasn't what she was looking for. Was looking for a pass, and she knocked it up against the antenna. Game tied at 10 with Perryman again serving. 4 aces on the year for Perryman. Floats it over to Creamer. Moschel back set. Miller steps up, blocked and dropped in by Peyton Jones. And the Eagles will take a 1-point lead. Well, if you do go to 4 sets, North has not lost in a 4-set match. And Meridian hasn't won. Over to Miller. And that will go off the fingertips of Jones. Morgan Dykes back into the game. Miller will come out. And Dykes will serve. And does so into the net. Leonard serving for Meridian College. Meridian College trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. And Leonard will serve into the net. So back-to-back errors. One on the Coyote side, one on the Eagles side. And Savannah Creamer will serve. 6 aces on the year for the .210 hitting Creamer. Leonard pumps it over to Pate. Pate into the backcourt. Creamer lets it go. Coyotes lead it by 1. Creamer again with a serve. Lots there first. Over to Pate. Two-handed shove over that line of Williamson and Edwards. Bumped over to Sprouse. Sprouse blocked right back by Jones. Eagles serving, and is Riley Pate behind the service line. Pate has played 49 sets this year, 15 matches. There is not a single player who has played in all 19 matches coming in. Coyotes serving. Moshel off the floor. Williamson in, Cadero in. Cadero will serve. Barely clear the net, able to pick it up off the floor was McMullen. McMullen into the backcourt to ball. Cadero setting up Williamson, and Williamson off of Leonard. Coyotes push the lead out to 2. Bumped over to Leonard. Back it goes to McMullen. McMullen off the block of Westbury. Westbury played on the first and is it the only? No, can't be the only Baker Volleyball Championship. Can it? I'm thinking no. Westbury tipping it back over, makes it a 2-point game. Because Baker had, and I am trying to think of the coach's name, who had so many years of success at volleyball and then became a basketball coach. And I know she played in state championships. And I'm talking about the coach from years back. Miller trying to fist it over. But maybe they didn't win one. They just got there often when that coach was there. Because I want to think that Westbury last year was on the first Baker Gator Volleyball State Championship team. Hamilton serving it, ball first touch. Cadero gets to it, Westbury floats it over. Hamilton sitting over to McMullen. A set for Westbury. She'll drive it, she'll kill it, she'll knock it off Hamilton. Kate Ball with the serve. Pate first touch. Set up for Perryman, aiming for the corner and goes long. Timeout on the floor asked for by Meridian College as they have fallen down by 3 in set 3.
You see an empty field. We see a world-class tournament. We see an amazing wedding day. An empty stadium becomes a music festival. We see a blank canvas. We're the people who bring the biggest events to life. Discover event planning at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Two sets to none lead, 3-point lead in set 3. Coyotes trying to wrap it up, get ready for a 3 o'clock matchup with the Bison. Eagles will hang around and take on Southern Union next. By the way, speaking of Southern Union, my pal Adam Slay, who covers Southern Union athletics, had some health-related issues yesterday. Hope that Adam is okay, gets better quickly. Miller on the block on the Parker shot. And McMullen coming up just a little bit short, trying to tip it over the net. Kate Ball will serve. Became the libero after the injury to Ella Sprouse. And has continued to play that role with Sprouse back in. That'll go out of bounds off McMullen. Got the ace, did Kate Paul. Well, it looks like Autumn Gillen's play for the day is done. She is in street clothes now with that ankle iced up. So we hope to see her next outing. Won't happen today, though, for the Eagles. Got a break in the action and a timeout on the floor.
You're organized, driven, focused, ready to create the life of luxury in the most beautiful and unique locations, locally and around the world. Discover hospitality management at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Coastal North 4 away from wrapping up the set, going to 18-5 on the year and winning their 13th here on their home floor. Last day that you will see the Coyotes here at the house. Even if they get into postseason, there's no postseason game that would be played here. So the rest of the regular season on the road. Tipped over by Creamer, able to pick it up as Parker. Over to McMullen, ball gets to it. Feeding to Miller, drives it, drops it right in front of Pate. And the Coyotes 2 away from wrapping up the set and the match. Kate Ball continuing to serve. And serves into the net. So let me say, in my last opportunity to cover the Coyotes on this floor, Charlie Scruggs will have the Bison Coyotes matchup at 3. Thank you very much to Daniel Hand, the AD of all the Coastals, for the opportunity. For Stephen Dickey, the coach here. And thank you for watching. Yeah, we got more. I'm just not going to be the one doing it. Creamer fists it over. Trying to shove it over with the opposite hand was Parker and comes up short. And we are at set and match point. Julie Bochelle serving. In a 24-17 game. Bumped over to Payton. Payton drives it into the net, and that'll do it. First of 3 games today here, 2 of which we broadcast, wraps up. Coyotes win all 3 sets. 25-11, 25-20, 25-17. And the Coyotes now 13-2 at home, 3-0 on Fridays, 12-2 in 3-set matches. For Meridian College, that losing streak extends to 9. On the road, they are 0-7. On Fridays, 0-3. Hey, thanks for watching our coverage. Charlie Scruggs at 3 o'clock this afternoon has the Bison and the Coyotes, Coastal North and Southern Union. I'll head to Daphne for Bayside Academy Cottage Hill football. A reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And if you want to watch this game or anything on the website later, you can for a year for a meager $25. Thanks for watching for all the Coastals and JockJive. I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.